Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there. Slither, slither. All right, kids. Hello, and welcome back to another week of Marvel Tales. Tails. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is the newest member of the Serpent Society, the Coral
Yes.
Snake. Whoa.
Coral Snake is the alias of Justin the Owl
Oh, my.
as he joins the Serpent Society.
That's right, kids, because this episode, the next one and the one after this month, yes, we're going to be talking Captain America, but also the Serpent Society will be making their MCU debut in Captain America. What is it? New World Order.
Yeah. I don't know how many members are going to be there, but I know that Sidewinder and
Yes.
I think Bushmaster are both in the film.
Oh, maybe. But I do know, Sidewinder played by Giancarlo Esposito.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. The Coral Snake. Is that one of those ones that can, like, unhinge its jaw?
I wish I had that ability.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh.
No, I just remember that I really liked their color pattern. They had the cool, like, black and red and yellow color.
Okay, yeah,
kind of like a coral pattern on their scales. It was really cool. I was like, ooh, that'd be a cool alias, Coral Snake.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I think some of the Serpent Society were already pre-existing characters, but Grunwald, I think, created at least a few of them for this.
He did. And later on, he created like a half dozen more who joined during another story that we'll discuss later on.
Mm-hmm. Boy, that's I was looking it up to see if there's any kind of owl snake. You do know owls eat snakes, right?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Now the nickname is making a whole bunch of sense. Okay.
There's multiple layers here, Phil, you know. Yeah.
That's fine. You can be the hunter owl, but just as long as you remember Lilith is the apex predator.
Oh, yes. I'll never argue that fact.
All right. Well, I'm excited. Are you ready to get to some?
Yes, I love these. Yeah, I love these.
Especially if written by Mark Grunwald. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Personal.
And the Serpent Society is really one of my favorite teams. Like, I love super teams, period, but I love super villain teams, obviously. And I love teams with a cool theme. So for me, when I was a kid reading these Captain America issues with the Serpent Society, I was just in hog heaven. I loved it. I thought that they were so cool. And that's when I came up with Coral Snake. I was like, if I was a member of the Serpent Society, I would be Coral Snake.
Oh.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah. And so I followed their exploits throughout the years. And it became quite clear to me that they were like a personal favorite of Mark Grunwald as well, because he used them pretty frequently. And yeah, they're still one of my favorites. I love these guys.
Yeah, I'd say maybe they make more appearances. I'm not sure, but besides the Red Skull, I'd say the villains that Grunwald liked using the most was the Serpent Society. Were the Serpent Society? Yeah.
Yep. And many different incarnations of the team as well, as we'll see.
It seemed like he liked teams because, again, there's a Serpent Society. Then the Red Skull kind of put his own little team together.
Right. Yeah. The Skeleton Crew. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. So, yes, we'll start with 2 issues tonight, kids. We're going to do Captain America number 310.
Featuring.
Oh, yes. Look at that cover, kids. In the arms of Yes, kids. The issue 310 is the first time Captain America will battle. Kids, that was all Justin's idea.
It was. I take full credit for this.
I put it together, but it was Justin's idea. So, okay. Yes, it's given a lot of the first appearances. All right, so
Oh, okay.
Captain America number 310 from October 1985, Serpents of the World Unite. Of course, writer, one of our personal favorites, Mark Grunwald,
Mhm.
penciler Paul Neary, inker Dennis Jank, colorist Ken Zenwicks, and letterer Diana Elbers, and editor Michael Carlin. All right, so before I get to the synopsis here, yes, so the Serpent Society, this is the first appearance of the Serpent Society as a group.
As a group,
Yeah,
right?
as a group, but previously, I mean, okay, here's the characters who had existed before this point. Sidewinder,
Anaconda,
Cobra, Black Mamba, Death Adder, Princess Python, and Cottonmouth. Oh no! I'm sorry, Princess Python, and then first appearances: Cottonmouth, Diamondback, Asp, Bushmaster, and Rattler.
Mm,
So,
interesting.
one,
Yeah,
two.
there was formerly the Serpent Squad, which I believe was a Roxxon funded organization.
Yeah, I think
And
and then the Viper kind of
the Viper, right? And that there was an Iron Man issue that I had with them
yes.
with Steve Ditko when Steve was drinking, and
Yeah.
there was a what was it? They got involved with the Serpent Crown.
I can't remember all the details, but I remember what you. But
Yeah,
but we have to cover Captain America with the Serpent Squad because it was when he was Nomad.
that's right. Yeah, that's true too. Yes, yeah,
So
the Viper and all that.
they didn't even know it
Yeah,
was him. Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Let's do that. Yeah.
When he trips over the cape for the first.
It's so funny.
I know.
He got rid of that cape really fast. You notice that?
Definitely. Oh yeah, that's the thing. He jumps up, and the first thing it just says, Captain America remembers. The Nomad remembers why Captain America never had a cape. He just like rips it off.
Yeah.
Uh,
I love that.
all right, so half the Serpent Society. This is their first appearance. So.
That's cool. I love it.
Oh, so this issue might go up in value if any of these people like show up in the movie or anything.
Yeah, I wonder what was Anaconda's first appearance. Was it in one of the Thing?
Oh, you mean?
Anaconda,
Yeah. I feel like she fought the Thing in his series.
Oh, you mean Blanche Sitsinski?
Yeah, Blanche. Yeah.
All right, hold on, I'm looking this up. First appearance, yes, Marvel 2-in-1 64.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, it was a Thing story.
All right.
Where it was a team up between the Thing and Stingray.
Oh, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool Stingray.
Okay. Yes. Creators of
Anaconda,
Mark Grunwald, Ralph Macchio, and George Perez.
Oh, nice. That was
Mhm.
a George Perez issue. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to cover some of those Marvel 2-in-1s as well.
Oh yeah.
And Noel Tate I'm sure would join us
Oh
for
yeah.
one of those. Noel is a big fan
Nice.
of the Marvel 2-in-1s. I think he has almost all of those.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of those.
Is he a Thing fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he loves the Thing, and he I just know he has a soft spot for those Marvel 2-in-1s. I remember him saying that.
Yeah, I didn't know he was that big of a fan of the Thing. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was one of Charlie's favorite characters was Ben Grimm. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe if we have like an extra, maybe if we can squeeze in an extra Marvel tale sometime this year, we could do at least one Marvel.
Yeah, that'd be cool. See if he's available.
Oh,
Yeah.
especially if it's close to July, maybe when that movie comes out.
Oh, true Fantastic Four movie, right? Yeah.
All right. All right. There you go. The synopsis ain't long, but I'll do it and then we'll get into this. All right. Sidewinder invites villains with serpent-like powers to join him in creating the Serpent Society. Constrictor would rather work alone and tries to sabotage one of their first missions by calling the Avengers. Captain America follows the anonymous tip and comes across
Anaconda,
Rattler and Cobra stealing equipment from the Brand Corporation.
Anaconda,
Is defeated by Captain America, but is retrieved later by Sidewinder. All right. Oh yes, and like I said, there was a bunch of first appearances in this issue, but including Diamondback, who would go on
Diamondback. Yeah, that's
to
impressive.
be a big player in the Mark Grunwald's run later on here.
Yeah, big time for the next 10 years.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised that this issue hasn't gone up in value
Like I said,
significantly.
maybe, yeah, you would think, if it's, well, this isn't Sidewinder's first appearance. I'm trying to remember, is Diamondback supposed to appear in the movie or no?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. I was going to say,
Maybe.
if any of these serpents who appeared the first time here, if they're in the movie, this might start going up in value.
No.
Russell has. I was going to say, I've been doing Red Hulk episodes on Gamma Charge, but I think
Yes.
they already are, right?
Yeah. Russell and Josh have been doing pretty much the first appearances of the Red Hulk from his very beginning. So that's been really cool.
So yeah, kids, go check out Gamma Charge for all your
That's
Red Hulk.
right. You can see where he began.
Yes. Oh man, the synopsis cut off the best part. That's training session in the beginning where Cap's working out with the Black Knight and Starfox.
Oh yeah. They didn't mention that at all. That was hilarious. Starfox just tries to use he tries to give Steve the old razzle dazzle, and it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, he uses pleasure power on him, and Steve still takes them both down in like one move.
Yeah, and laughs the whole time while he's doing it.
Star Fox is like, I use my power to make you too euphoric to fight. And he's like, first, Star Fox, one of the things, he's like, I know your power, so I can feel it working. And he's like, second,
Right.
I find exercises like these exhilarating in themselves. So your power did little to alter my mood anyway.
I was already euphoric to begin with. Isn't that a typical Steve Rogers response, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was already in a state of euphoria, Star Fox. You couldn't have done anything more to it.
It was the Justin the Al maneuver. He's like, yeah, I was wrestling with two guys on the floor. I was already
That's right. I had everything I needed right there.
Can I say the talent the Black Knight has, that he can be that acrobatic and doing flips with a full helmet on?
With the full helmet and the
Knight's
pirate
helmet.
boots.
Yeah, but
yeah,
you think that helmet would fall off or something?
I know. Yeah, and the tunic, the whole tunic of the whole outfit of the Black Knight isn't really conducive to acrobatic. It looks like it's made out of chainmail and stuff. Can't really do a whole lot of flips and leaps with that on.
You know what would improve my fighting skills? A leather jacket.
Yes. See Marvel Tales.
Yes.
For the whole month of December.
Exactly.
Then we get a hot shower scene.
Oh my! It's one panel, but yes.
With Star Fox showing some thigh. I thought, oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, if that towel wasn't there, man, you could see the full.
Wow.
Yeah.
There would be a full display there. Oh my goodness.
Giant sized man thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Show us why they call you Star Fox.
I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod.
I think that sound was him hitting the floor, kid. Then we see Steve leave Avengers Mansion to go meet Bernie, and then he sees a couple of kids on the subway reading some comics, and he's like, "Wait a minute! I just thought of something. Why can't I draw comic books for a living?"
Yeah, this is so bonkers, though. This whole thing was Steve drawing the Captain America comic book. I thought that was so weird.
I know. But man, 5 comic books for $3.25. Man,
I miss those days.
Exactly. So yeah, he goes and meets Bernie because her glass blowing business is going out of. She's going out of business. So.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's not a big market for blown glass in their neck of the woods, I guess.
I guess, man. No one wanted her blowing services. So yeah, they're packing up the shop, and he meets some couple Bernie's friends with.
Yeah.
Annie and Armand. But then, yes, later that day, outside a posh Midtown hotel.
Serpents of the world unite.
That's right. We finally get the title on. Man, it was page
Yeah.
8.
Yeah. They kept that going for a while, right?
I mean, I guess has more of a dramatic effect if you put it, as they're sitting around the table.
Yes. Yeah.
So yes, once Constrictor shows up, Sidewinder introduces everybody.
The
So,
full assemblage.
which I
Yeah.
guess helps because like half of these characters are brand new. So
They're right. Yeah, it's good that we had some introductions right off the bat. That's
I love. Yeah, he goes all the way around the table, and then of course, and last but not, he's like, at last but not least.
Anaconda.
So he basically lays out the whole thing. He wants to unionize, and they'll all work together because he's like, why should the superheroes like Avengers and the Fantastic Four organize? Why can't we?
Mm-hmm.
Basically, greater access to tool data and tools, guaranteed pay scale, insurance, medical, and pension plans, and comradeship. And then Constrictor has a problem, as I said. He's like, I've been doing fine on my own. Why do I need to throw in with a bunch of jerks like you? And then Constrictor shows him,
Sidewinder gives him
yes.
a demonstration. He's like, this is why, because your dumbass is going to end up in jail, and I'm the best one that can get you out because I can teleport in and out just like this.
Yep. But Constrictor wants none of it, so
yeah.
Well, listen, Sidewinder, maybe the rest of these bozos think you're the greatest thing to come along since the AFL-CIO. I'm not the pot to put up with this crowd of 10-time losers and never worsts.
I'm leaving before you start selling shares in the Brooklyn Bridge. So long, chumps. And then, like, the dude immediately, like, the next page, the dude is right outside on the phone with the Avengers. It's so funny. Like, he immediately goes to the phone and picks it up and calls them.
Well, yeah, he's thinking, he's like, well, what if they like cut into my business, my mercenary, maybe all my mercenary jobs will dry up because of this stupid group. So
Right. Well, plus it was also like a subtle, like Mark Grunwald, a very witty reference about snakes, like how they, they don't really have a code of honor, like they're gonna whatever,
And again, I love that panel at that last panel on the pager where he's on the phone, got the cigarette hanging out of his mouth.
Yeah,
operator, give me the number of the Avengers.
Yeah. But sure and Blazes ain't gonna mess around with these jerks myself. I'll get somebody else to do the dirty work, he says. Yeah, he's a slime bag. So it's a great comment from Mark Grunwald about just how despicable some of these guys are.
So so once the others agree, Sidewinder gives out some initiation tests and basically stuff of value they need. So Sidewinder's waiting, the Avengers aren't Constrictors waiting, the Avengers aren't showing up. So he jumps on a van containing a group with
Anaconda.
So he's like basically just on the top of their van,
hitching a ride.
Meanwhile, Steve's drawing some comics.
Yeah, he got that drafting board out pretty fast.
Yeah, well, he was doing advertising work, so I think
that's true.
Yeah,
that's right. He was already working with that.
But yeah, he drew up some pages, and then he called to make an appointment to go see someone at Marvel Comics.
Right down the street.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then he's like, wait a minute. He's like, maybe I should draw other characters other than Captain America. Is it too much to hope I'll get the Captain America book? So he draws some Thor and Iron Man.
It helps that I've seen these guys practically every day for the last 20 years. So.
I've shed blood with these men, yes.
Yeah. I have a pretty good perspective on what they look like.
Oh, that'd be the funniest scene if he was doing it in Avengers Mansion and he just had like Thor pose and be like, okay, turn.
Yeah. Now some action shots. Swing the hammer. Swing it. Okay, Tony, now let's do some repulsor stuff.
Tony would just send over like publicity fake
Oh,
pictures or
totally.
something.
Yeah.
But then somewhere on on Long Island at the closed down Brand Corporation.
All right. Yeah.
Because
Anaconda.
and her group are supposed to steal something out of here. They're gonna wait but they're gonna wait for nightfall, so they're gonna get some food. So they drive to a McBurgers.
McBurgers. Yeah.
So Constrictor's like, well, I guess they're waiting for nightfall. He's like, that's okay by me. It'll give me time to get those blasted Avengers on their tail.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I don't know if he's making another phone call because he says he's gonna walk to another payphone. And then we see Jarvis calling Steve, giving him a coded message.
Yep. And
I
he
mean,
immediately gets on his motorcycle and heads out there.
Yep. And again, he says, this is the second time I've found trouble here since it closed, and the first being Captain America 286.
Which one was that? With
Deathlock.
With Deathlock. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because again,
at first I thought it was the Ameridroid, but that was something else. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's the Deathlock thing, and Steve like goes forward in time, and then
right.
Yeah, he sees like a plot. Was it by Brand or somebody? Yeah, or rocks on, and then he gets to be able to come back and like foil it. Yeah,
that was a Mike Zack, wasn't it?
Yeah, and JMD Mateus. Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I gotta read that one again. I love that.
That's the other thing I like is like when writers refer back to other people's stories.
Yes. Yeah, me too.
And again,
not only does it have a nice respect for the other creators' work, but and their contribution to the overall mythos of the character, but it also helps to create a sense of continuity.
Yes.
Like all this stuff is attached. All this stuff is has a continuous flow to it.
Mm-hmm.
That's important when you're dealing with something like this.
Oh yeah, and Grunwald's such a fan of like all Marvel history and stuff.
Yeah, such attention to detail. Definitely. Yeah.
But Steve sees the lock's been broken on the gate, so he goes in and
comes face to face with
sees the group of three. He only recognizes the Cobra because this is his first meeting with
Anaconda.
Yes, and Rattler.
Yes. He says, "Yeah, this is Captain America. Step forward with your hands in the air." Love Cobra. Oh no, not him.
She says, "You boys finish loading and take off. I'll handle Flag Face and meet you down the road."
Yeah, okay, Captain A, get ready for a beating you're not going to believe, courtesy of the strongest on Earth.
Yeah.
She elongates them arms.
I love it.
And I love their Rattler's like, Cobra, you heard the lady, let's go. But didn't Sidewinder say this was our test of cooperation? We're cooperating. Our Anaconda told us to go.
Yeah. We're staying out of her way. I think she'd respect that.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, because Cap throws his shield at those two, but then Rattler uses his the vibrations from his tail to knock the shield out of the air.
Deflect it. Yeah. I always thought that Rattler was pretty cool too. He didn't really get as much of a spotlight as the other members of the team. But
that's the only thing about the big roster is like a lot of them didn't get the spotlight enough. Yeah. But Steve's going for a shield until Anaconda tries to grab him by the legs. So he leaps out of her reach. He's like, guess my shield's just gonna stay put.
Yeah, they have a good long fight here.
Oh yeah, and
for quite a while.
Yeah, and he figures out how she's pretty strong. He basically punches her in the face, and she does nothing.
Just shrugs it off.
But she tries to push some crates on him, but then after he dodges, she grabs him and basically trying to squeeze the life out of him.
Yeah, she's got him in the death grip. But then he flips the shield up into his grasp
with his foot. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the punches aren't doing nothing to her head. So yeah, he grabs the shield and then yeah, he's like, she's about to break my rib. So yeah, he smacks her in the head with that shield,
Yep.
knocks her out. So yeah, she thought she was gonna have the upper hand, but once that shield connected,
Yeah.
Anaconda don't want none.
no, it's great. I believe she's in the next two episodes too. So
She is, yeah. We'll see more of her.
that's right.
A lot more of her.
So yeah, he knocks her out. I love. He's like, I hope I didn't use too much force. It's difficult to tell with these superhuman swords.
Well, he does have a point.
But yeah, the other two are sitting outside, and Cooper's like, He's like, I don't think Blondie's gonna show. So they take off, but they take the machine. I believe they weren't they saying it was the machine like the Brand Corporation used to they're the ones who mutated
Oh, yes.
yeah, and others.
I
Yeah,
think so. Yeah.
yeah. So they take it back to get Sidewinder, but they tell him, yeah, Captain America captured her, but they brought back the device. He's like, no, you two did the right thing, brought back the apparatus I desired. I shall bring back.
Anaconda.
Yes, he's going to do what he does best. Do some of that teleporting.
And then at a bar in town, we see constrictors in there drinking, and then he's like, oh, he only captured one. Shucks, two of them got away from the jerk. So yeah, some guy comes and gets him out of the bar, and
Yeah.
oh, who's waiting for him in the alley?
Anaconda.
That's right. And this time it's personal.
Oh yeah, she got them arms, but he shoots out those adamantium coils.
I forgot he had adamantium.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot that he had that. Yeah.
But yeah, like she grabs she grabs those coils and whips them into the wall.
And then she punches him right in the face. And this Phil is one of my favorite Mark Grunwald onomatopoeias right here. Look at that. DGZ.
DGZ. Yeah.
Every time I see that, I laugh so hard. There's a few really funny ones coming up in some episodes we're going to be doing with the Serpent Society. Some of those Mark Grunwald onomatopoeias are the best. Oh, they're so funny.
And she, she knocks him out, leaves him in the garbage. And
she just leaves him in the alley in a pile of garbage.
She's like, guess you learned a lot tonight, didn't you? First, it ain't healthy to cross the Serpent Society, and second, drinking and fighting don't mix. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. That's great.
She's like, drinking and fighting don't mix.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, I love this one. This is so great.
I know even Cobra's like
the villains really kind of came out on top in this one.
Oh yeah, because I mean, well, everyone except got away scot-free, but she was sprung by Sidewinder. So
yeah, she was only in jail for like a hot minute, and then she was out. Like the villains really got away with it all in this one, practically. The one that had the worst time was Constrictor.
Oh yeah.
And that was at the hands of another villain. It wasn't at the hands of Captain America.
I know. Oh, it would have been so funny. It would have been like, yeah, don't cross the Union, you scab.
That's right. Yeah, you don't rat out the snakes.
And yeah, then we got
I love that.
Yeah, the last two panels with Steve and Bernie. So
yeah, this is great. And it's cool because it establishes kind of what the Serpent Society is about. Like Sidewinder goes into that lengthy description explaining, they kind of want to do their own supervillain union thing, which is cool. And there wasn't anything really like that in existence at that time, so that was unique. But we also kind of see their methodology. Like they split up into teams. They kind of do these missions, and then if things do go sideways, you have Sidewinder to come in and spring people out of jail. and the mission is accomplished, and nobody's the wiser. So, yeah, I loved this. This was a great intro to the team.
Oh yeah, and especially the muscle of the team.
Yeah, yeah, right. Yeah, and it's a big roster. I mean, there's a lot of people on this team.
There's like 10, 11 people on this team.
Yeah, that's considerable. Like the only other team I could think of that had as many members as the Masters of Evil.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's another one. We got to do the siege. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
All right. Are we ready for the second one?
Yes. What did you think of this one?
Oh, as good as that first one was, I think the second one might be even better. Oh,
yeah. John Byrne cover.
Oh yeah. I mean, just look at that cover, man. You can that Byrne art. I mean, you
It's
could
so
just
great.
hear M.O.D.O.K on that cover.
Yeah.
All right. All right, kids. So yeah, we're gonna skip ahead to because again, they'll be believe this is the next appearance of the Serpent Society. Although we got to go back to those other two in between because the first one was Captain America versus the Mad Thinker's awesome android.
Yes. Yeah.
The second one, I believe, was the first appearance of Flag Smasher.
True. And we did see like the Serpent Society did appear a little bit, like a couple panels, I think.
Oh yeah.
In those issues, but it was just like them, like behind the scenes scheming, and working their way up to this. Yeah.
This was the next big story, like focused around them.
Right.
All right, kids. Boy, that title, man, that's giving stuff away.
Yeah.
Captain America 313 from January 1986. Mission: Murder M.O.D.O.K. I think we got the same team here. So, all right. Bushmaster and Diamondback enter an AIM submarine. They find and attack M.O.D.O.K, but he manages to escape. Bernie tells Captain America that she is overwhelmed trying to process and organize calls to his hotline. Suddenly, they detect someone is trying to tap into the computer system. They are able to trace the source. Yeah, kids, that's another thing that happened in those last two issues is Captain America set up his nationwide hotline.
Oh, yes. Yeah, he was inspired by what happened in the other issues.
Yeah, because so people could call in tips and ask for help. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the one issue, I can't remember, it's one of those two. Yeah, he's just like, spend so much time in New York. He's like, but there's a whole rest of the country out there, where people need help. Diamondback calls the Serpent Society for backup. Sidewinder sends the team to her location and directs them to continue searching for M.O.D.O.K. Meanwhile, M.O.D.O.K hides in the back of a semi-truck. Captain America arrives in New Jersey and meets the hacker Hiram Ram Ridley. The boy is part of a fan club that follows Cap's adventures. They created a keyword scan to monitor the hotline calls. Cap glances at Ram's computer screen and notices news about the Serpent Society's attack. The semi-truck arrives at a shopping mall. M.O.D.O.K kills two of the freight workers, then hides inside the building. The Serpent Society learns about the killings and heads towards the mall. Yeah, it's like setting up a flare. It's like, oh yeah, two guys were just killed, not a mark on them. Okay. Shortly after, Cap finds Princess Python trying to defect from the team. She tells him the society was hired to kill M.O.D.O.K, but she is afraid to fight him without powers. Cap evacuates the mall and fights the Serpent Society. However, he is too late to stop Cottonmouth and Death Adder from mauling and poisoning M.O.D.O.K. But yes, AIM hired the Serpent Society to kill M.O.D.O.K in Captain America 311. Bushmaster has both of his bionic arms blasted off by M.O.D.O.K. He will later have replacement arms attached to his body.
Yeah.
What's this? M.O.D.O.K gets, I don't think I read this. M.O.D.O.K gets revenge on several Serpent Society members in M.O.D.O.K Head Games #2.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
Oh, from March 2021. So it takes them a while.
Oh, no wonder. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Because yeah, kids. I mean, this isn't like one of those deaths they turned around in like 6 months. I mean, M.O.D.O.K stayed dead for a
Y-
while
Right. Yeah, he was dead for a long time.
because they replaced him with M.O.D.O.K.
Right. And that wasn't until the 90s.
Yeah. Mm, I can't remember when exactly it came back, but yeah, that was like a running joke on the Quantum Zone because there was that one issue of Quasar where Mo-Dam shows up. I was always like,
Oh,
Mo-Dam,
yes.
who's that?
Mo
Mo-Dam,
damn.
Mo-Dam.
Mo damn.
Exactly. Uh, yeah, I'm trying to see if I can find where he was resurrected. Oh, okay. AIM used a cosmic cube and sacrificed Mo-Dam to revive M.O.D.O.K.
Oh, really?
That's
Oh,
what it
that's too
says.
bad.
Yeah, that's just sad.
I liked Mo damn.
I know.
That's lame. They should have
Right.
found another way to do
Oh,
that.
that's right. No, I thought it was much later, but no, he was resurrected in the 90s. Yeah, they taking AIM crossover. Yeah.
Oh, and taking aim? Really?
Yeah, the Avengers and
Oh,
Captain America crossover. Yeah. That
yeah, yeah.
towards the end of Grunwald's run. So
Okay.
that's so funny. He like kills him early in his run and then brings him back. It's like towards the end. So yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean that had to have been like 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah, easily. Yeah. This was what, 85, 86? Yeah.
Taking aim started in Avengers 386, March 1995. So
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool. 10 years he was gone. And it was brutal the way that he was murdered.
oh yeah.
Like you can see Cottonmouth chewing on his arm and Death Adder raking him with those poisoned claws.
Oh yeah, even Cap was shocked, and I mean Cap was on the battlefields of World War II.
Right. Yeah, he said, whoever these snakes are, they're the most vicious of the lot. They were tearing at M.O.D.O.K's flesh. And then you can see those 3 panels after that. Like there's this dark stain underneath M.O.D.O.K's body, which slowly starts to get bigger and bigger. It's like, I know that they didn't want to color it red because of, the comics code or whatever, but it's pretty obvious that that's his lifeblood leaking out.
Yeah, and for those of you who are like, "Oh, how did they kill M.O.D.O.K so easily?" He was in the middle of recharging when Bushmaster and Diamondback break in. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he didn't have as much of his high-tech arsenal either.
yeah, he was laying there without his chair. Like I'm like, I don't remember a lot of appearances of him outside that chair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another thing because Bushmaster owes Diamondback because after he gets his arms blown off,
I know.
he falls in the ocean and Diamondback has to pull him out. Yeah.
Yeah, he would have drowned if it hadn't been for her. Yeah, it's funny when you see M.O.D.O.K crashing in the next panel after Diamondback and Bushmaster wash up on the beach. He's still got one of Bushmaster's arms with the claw
Oh yeah,
sunk into the side of his chair.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because they did damage his jets too. So yeah, that's why he has to hitch a ride in the back of that trailer.
Yeah. The only part that I still have a problem with in this issue, and it gets me every time, is the part with Princess Python. Like,
Yeah, I think this is pretty much her last with the Serpent Society because she's
it
scared to
is.
death because she's like
Yeah.
she's like I don't want to fight. She's like I'm a snake charmer. I have no powers. I don't know what they expect me to do.
And she didn't even bring her. She admits she didn't even bring her snake with her. Like, so what's she gonna do? So that's also like, why would the Serpent Society have volunteered her for this mission?
I don't know. I
You
mean,
know what I mean? To
yeah.
kill M.O.D.O.K. Why wouldn't they have had her stay behind with the ship or help on another group of the team doing something like a burglary or I don't know. Like
I don't know.
they showed other members of the team doing other stuff in the issue. Like they were splitting off into groups and doing other stuff. Like, why would they send her without her Python to kill M.O.D.O.K? Like, that's bonkers to me. Unless they wanted to put her deliberately in harm's way because they thought that she was a weak link or something, and just get
Maybe,
rid of her.
yeah. That's what
But
I was thinking. I was like, maybe it's because either one. Okay, we'll see if she's a capable fighter, and if not, that's less of a that's one less person we got to cut in on all the loot and
exactly, yeah.
mm,
And then she goes, "He let me go. My feminine charms got me off the hook again. I just hope they work as well if the Serpent Society catches up with me." So she takes off and just ditches them.
yeah. Well, that's what I was wondering because, like, yeah, she's a snake charmer. I was like, or I don't know if all of M.O.D.O.K's anatomy still works, but I'm like, were they hoping she charmed his snake or something? I don't know. 'Cause I don't think he's
I
done it
don't think
before.
he has those interests anymore.
I don't think. Yeah, although it's probably been a few years, so I don't know.
Yeah, I still understand why in the world they would send her along on this mission to kill M.O.D.O.K without her snake. Like, like with the snake, like she's got a little percentage of a chance of doing something, but with it's so bonkers. I still can't wrap my head around that. But
I mean, that could have been a funny scene. Just be like, no, Bo, quick, pull your boobs out. While we like stab him from behind.
he'll never expect that.
Been funny too. M.O.D.O.K be like, what are you doing, female? Thanks to my mental powers, I know this is this is a deliberate distraction, yet I cannot seem to look away.
Yeah. And then we get another that same Mark Grunwald onomatopoeia in one of the panels where Captain America punches Cobra in the face. It's again, "Djiz."
Oh, and then Ram and his computer buddies.
Yes, yeah.
I love the editor's note. Hacker is a computer enthusiast.
For the youth of 1986 who were ill-informed.
I know there was they had their little chat room where they talked about Cap and the comic and everything. I'm like, man, this was America Online before America Online.
Yes, this was an early precursor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't, when him and Cap were upstairs, he didn't say, "Mom, hang up the phone."
The dial-up modem bill's the telephone bill's gonna cost us $1,000 this month.
Yeah, because that's the thing. I mean, there's no broadband or nothing. Yeah, because it even says, when he says the modem, it says a device linking the computer to the telephone.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this issue's so.
I love it.
Oh my God, that's funny too. In that little montage at the bottom of that page, where the Serpent Society is just looking for M.O.D.O.K, I guess anywhere.
Yeah,
You got one just like peeking over the fence at that pool party.
They said everywhere. They mean it. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, M.O.D.O.K's just like hiding out in this like toy warehouse at the mall.
Yeah. After blasting those two guys, cretins.
But yeah, I mean, the Serpents bring at least 2 of their ships, so like all these calls start coming into the hotline about UFOs. So.
Yeah, serpent saucers circling around the perimeter of the town.
Because that's so funny. Captain America's thinking to himself, he's like, I would have just like put it off the crank calls, except there's so many of them.
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
the Serpent Society should invest in some subtle cloaking technology for their serpent saucers. Just saying,
But yeah, Cap pulls up on the motorcycle with Princess Python, like we said, is running out.
Yeah, it's so bonkers.
And she gives him the whole story. She's just like, okay, I'll talk. The Serpent Society's been hired to pay to kill M.O.D.O.K.
Yeah. That's so weird. This whole page is weird to me. I just don't get it.
Because at that point, Cap doesn't even know there's a Serpent Society, but she
right, yeah. She, when she could have just done and said, you know what, M.O.D.O.K's here, go get him. And then she could have left.
Yeah, I know. and she's just talking about letting him. she wants him to let her go, and he's like, well, she probably wanted for something. He's like, but who knows what the hell's going on in that mall.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, they evacuate the mall, and I love he's hiding around the corner. He sees Cobra coming up. He just decks him as he comes around the corner.
And that's when we get the Mark Grunwald onomatopoeia. I'm no fan of ambushes, but I don't have time to waste. Who knows how many of these snake characters are in this Serpent Society? It's a good point.
Well, and Killer Cap and Diamondback's first appearance, man, she's throwing acid.
Yeah, this is her first encounter with Cap. This is also important.
And I love I believe they did an earlier story right before Gruenwald's run about Cap having to repaint his shield from time to time, because he's even like, oh, I'm gonna have to give this shield a new paint job.
Yeah, all the acid being thrown on it.
Exactly. But yeah, the Serpent's not being subtle, because they're just like battling M.O.D.O.K in the middle of the mall.
Yeah.
Because you see, he M.O.D.O.K like basically put through a window, right?
Anaconda.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, and again, well, I mean, this little group within the group we'll see again. Yeah, I think isn't it Diamondback, Black Mamba, and Asp are supposed to keep Captain America busy while the rest of them kill M.O.D.O.K.
Yeah. And that's mission accomplished. That's exactly what happens.
Yep. We see Black Mamba's been around before, but she uses her powers on Steve to make him see Bernie and stuff.
Yeah, she was in the Serpent Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah. I always thought she was cool, Black Mamba. She had a cool power with the dark force and all that stuff. Yeah.
But then Asp blasts her little phantasm there, I guess.
Oops.
Oh man, this is like quite a first meeting. Then Diamondback leaps on the back of his head, wraps her legs around his neck, like, "Giddy up, Cappy."
But she says, "Wait, do I really want to do this to such a hunk?"
Yep.
It makes me wonder if right from the beginning, Mark Grunwald had designs on this.
Maybe, yeah.
Diamondback and Steve being a thing. Like, I really wonder.
Yeah, it might have happened. It might have even happened a lot sooner if it hadn't been for the Captain storyline.
Yeah.
She hesitates just enough. He grabs her and just whips her in the ass.
Yeah.
Sorry for the rough house, ladies, but there's a life at stake.
Yeah, because she's smitten with him right away.
Oh yeah,
it's instantaneous. Yeah.
Can you blame her, Justin?
Oh no, I certainly can't. I know where she's coming from. Yeah.
My favorite biscuit.
Yeah.
Blonde, the other white meat, eh, Justin?
That's right.
But yeah, that's when, like you said, we see the other two basically killing M.O.D.O.K back on the loading dock.
Yeah, they are savaging him. I remember in the Marvel handbook, Book of the Dead, the entry for M.O.D.O.K had that picture of Death Adder and Cottonmouth murdering him on the entry in that.
Oh yeah.
Issue, under how he was murdered. They showed the actual caption without any of the dialogue.
Yeah, and like Cap tells him not to talk, but he dies pretty quick. I'm like, even if he could have got medical attention, probably would have been rough saving M.O.D.O.K just because his proportions, especially like his head and his neck.
Right.
Yeah.
How they've operated on him, and plus there was poison involved. The claws of Death Adder had poison in them, so even if they had managed to seal the wounds, like, they still would have had to deal with the anti-venom.
And there's some kind of mechanical aspect because he was recharging basically at the ocean there.
Mm-hmm. And even Cap says M.O.D.O.K may have been a murderer, but he didn't deserve to die like this.
Oh yeah, that's Cap, man. He wouldn't kill us basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty dark. It's pretty dark stuff. Yeah.
But then at the end, we see him offer, and he's like ramming his friends to help. run the hotline because again at the beginning of this issue, Bernie's like, "There's too much. There's too much. You need to hire some people."
Yeah, we need some interns. Damn it, Steve.
Because he underestimated how many calls he's going to get. It's like it's a superhero.
Yeah. What do you think? Yeah.
Because Bernie had pals, she's like, okay, here's like the actual maybe real calls. Here's like the crank calls. Here's like stupid stuff like getting somebody's cat out of a tree.
Yeah. Right.
This early Grunwald stuff. So yeah, because the next issue was a Squadron Supreme tie-in, kids. What?
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. With and you can tell he really went like the Batman 66 route. There's Nighthawk on the cover, but they're a giant typewriter. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, kids! Don't worry, we're gonna get back to more Grunwald. We got 2 more episodes this month.
Absolutely,
we're gonna get back to more Grunwald. Yes.
Yeah, without a doubt.
All right, Justin, what do you think? I know both of us have probably read these a million times, but what do you think?
Definitely. I love these. I mean, any era of the Mark Grunwald is a favorite of mine. But all of the artists that he was paired with too were excellent during his tenure. I can't think of a single artist that I was like, oh, this is weak. Like this, I wish so and so was back. All of them were phenomenal, and I love Paul Neary. I unfortunately we lost him last year. I think Paul Neary. I don't think he's isn't with us any longer. But I love his run on Captain America. I love it so much. I think it's some of his best work ever, and these stories were all great. Like I sometimes forget how dark they were. Like this murder of M.O.D.O.K. Like if I had read this, like I would have been like 8 or 9 years old reading this when it came out on the newsstands. I would have been like, damn, this is pretty intense.
I know. I mean, I guess they wanted to show that the Serpent Society was, a thing, and they weren't to mess with,
Yeah. Well, they definitely got that
victory.
message across. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, and I love how he kept the momentum going with them. Like it wasn't just, okay, we're going to introduce them for one story and then they're going to be gone. No, he kept them around for a long time. I love that.
Oh yeah, I mean, most of them don't go to jail until I think the last episode we're doing this month. But yeah, I mean, it's like around 380, 382. Yeah, I mean, so they have a nice probably 6-7 year run here.
Yeah, definitely. And they only really lose one member. Death Adder gets murdered by Scourge.
Oh
well, they lose a few more members because then Diamondback leaves.
She leaves.
Asp and Black Mamba end up leaving.
Well, they leave. Well, again during the Captain run, they get some new members, but then they lose one of them. Beginning of Streets of Poison. Was it Boomslang?
Oh, Boomslang.
Yeah.
Did he die?
I think I'm trying to remember because
I remember they rushed him to the hospital.
Well, he gets shot by some drug dealers or something.
It's like a street gang there. They shoot him.
Oh wait, he might not have died. I remember someone dying, but it might have been one of this drug gang. I can't remember. I remember Cap saying someone was DOA, but it might have been one of the drug guys. I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember Boomslang got shot.
Yeah, but even if he didn't die, I don't think they did much with him after that.
Yeah, no. Boomslang.
Oh yeah, and then Cap also compared Ram and his little gang of hackers to the Teen Brigade back in
the Teen Brigade. Boo.
Boo, Teen Brigade.
Them and the Newsboy Legion can burn in hell forever.
Remember their first appearance from Incredible Hulk 6, don't you? You guys covered that.
Yeah. It still doesn't make me like them anymore.
Exactly. The ham radios.
Yeah, these couple of issues have a lot of anachronistic things in them.
Oh yeah. That's what I said. Modems with it, dial-up modem.
Yeah.
Uh,
So funny.
all right, so I'm trying to see if there's anything else here. But yeah, no, I mean, again, I could read Grunwald stuff over and over and over.
Yeah, me too.
And again, even like you could tell like the age of the story, like I said, dial-up modems and stuff. But again, I mean, I think they hold up pretty well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, there might be elements of the story, like little bits and pieces that are anachronistic, but the story itself still holds up and it's still good. And you still see stuff like this today of villains trying to kill each other and heroes kind of wading into the middle of some fracas in between some villains. It still happens in comics.
Oh yeah. Oh, that was a big controversy in the letter column for a while because a few issues from now, like they go after Porcupine and Porcupine's running.
Oh yeah,
Diamondback and trips and like lands on one of his
yes,
and like dies and stuff. So there, oh god, I think it was like months, maybe even a year or so. Like people just like kept going, like, well, isn't Diamondback legally culpable in his murder? Even though he was running from her and stuff, and but that's the other thing too. It's like, yeah, Cap, eventually Cap, and again, we'll get into this more next episode, but Cap gets into a relationship with Diamondback, but I'm like, well, wouldn't she be at least an accessory in the murder of Murdoch?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I kind of overlooked that, I think. Yeah.
Well, yes, I believe, yes. She got away scot-free because of her superpower.
Superior.
The curtains match the drapes.
Whoa! That magenta pink, that pink.
Only Steve knows.
Oh, man, this isn't what we mean by a buy one get one free dye job. I don't know, man. I don't think there's anything to dye down there because God, that costume's tight. I mean, do you see these issues?
Oh yeah,
that's painted on, man.
Yeah, that's leaving nothing to the imagination.
They send all their snake charmers after M.O.D.O.K.
That's right. They're gonna get him one way or another.
Except for Sidewinder, did they send the whole team?
Yeah, because Rattler was there, but he was unconscious.
Yeah, we had Diamondback, Black Mamba, Asp. I think everyone probably except Bushmaster because he's on the arms at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, because I think they're all mentioned or listed here except for Sidewinder.
Yeah,
which I mean makes sense. I mean, M.O.D.O.K.
for somebody like M.O.D.O.K, yeah, you'd want to call in the whole team.
Yeah, because I mean, M.O.D.O.K like fought the Hulk. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And even weakened, he's still a force to be reckoned with.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's their logic for sending in Princess Python. But still, I don't understand why they would like have her leave her snake at home. Like, yikes!
It took her like 2 whole seconds. She's like, let me go and I'll tell you all about this Serpent Society. What Serpent Society? Well, it's a trade union of all these supervillains who dress up like snakes. They were hired to kill M.O.D.O.K. So you better get going. Let me go. But yeah, no, I love all this Grunwald stuff.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I could read this all day, every day. We'll definitely add some more to the roster for 2026.
Add it to the list.
Yes.
And some of those Marvel 2-in-1s we were talking about, I think Grunwald didn't he wrote a bunch of those too.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because he did the Project Pegasus saga
with Quasar. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's some Grunwald too. Yeah. I don't know why I'm opening the schedule. I'm pretty sure I know what's coming up. And again, kids, not Serpent Society wise, but also on X-Men Classics. Also this month we'll get more Captain America, but Captain America teaming up with Wolverine and Black Widow. So
that's right.
check out
Madripoor Knights.
your two Marvel or X-Men classics this month. All right. But next time here on Marvel Tales, we're going to cover, oh God, we should get Lilith. Captain America 369 through 371.
Oh,
Going to get some Red Skull in there too.
yeah, nice.
And then again, as we said, eventually Diamondback gets away from the Serpent Society, but they eventually capture her and put her on trial, which we'll do in 2 weeks in Captain America 380, 381, and 382.
Yeah, the trial of Diamondback
That's right.
with some Ron Lim artwork.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Different than Paul Neary, but still both good.
yeah, so good.
Yeah, that's the other thing. We're not only good storytelling, but we were spoiled with all these great artists that like
Totally.
Greenwald had during his run. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, kids. So so please send us your thoughts on all the Cap stuff here on X-Men Classics. All right, kids, got a little change up here. All right, send us your thoughts. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And if you notice, we do have a new website. Go check out CapesLunatics.wordpress.com. Get all the episodes. Pretty much as we started Capes and Lunatics, I think there's even a few things from before Capes and Lunatics. So.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Because I had this run in there where it really was more of a personal blog than Capes and Lunatics. So yeah, but yeah, almost my whole career. So yes, check it out, kids.
Nice.
And you can get all of our merch, the new stuff, the old stuff at either TeePublic or the Spring websites. So please go help support us there. And of course, you can always subscribe to our Patreon, where at least once a month you get exclusive, uncensored content. And of course, if you are a patron like Hootie down there, yes,
That's right. Join me in the Patreon elite.
You can send in suggestions, what you want us to talk about. Again, it could be anything. We talk a lot of comics here, but it can be anything. Doesn't have to be comics. And so subscribe, tell us what to do. Like I said, Justin has done many times, and Ray just that one time when we shamed him into it. And again, check out that sweet old man on Ray Plays Games playing with his deck. Oh my God. Was it yesterday or the day before? I got a YouTube notification. Yeah, he must have put a new episode up. I'm like, up, he's got the deck out.
He's got it out again.
All right, so you can subscribe to the Patreon on patreon.com/CapesandLunatics.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
That's right.
All right, kids. Now for Justin the Owl. You can of course you can catch him here every week on Marvel Tales and X-Men Classics. You can catch him again. One World Under Doom. We're making a slow comeback here, so keep your eyes peeled for One World Under Doom episodes.
Right. There will be more on the horizon.
Some Energon Universe. We're going to be doing a few here for the next few months. So check that out. And you can also catch him once a month with me and Ray as the new host on the Scarlet Spider episodes on Ultimate Spider Cast.
Going through some Peter David Scarlet Spider stuff.
And heck, he did every episode of Ultimate Spider Cast in January. So
yeah, it was a great way to start out the new year.
He did more episodes than that slacker Lilith Hellfire on Ultimate Spider Cast in January. Don't murder me. All right. And of course, you can always catch him on Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks at least once a month on We're the Night.
the Batman podcast.
Talking all things Azrael, which again, you'll get 2 episodes of Azrael in February. So
yes.
We had none in January because John Byrne January went long. And of course, you can catch him every so often on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast.
That's right.
Talking all the 90s Superman. But that is not all this gentleman does. You can also catch him on these fine shows.
That's right. Gamma Charge with Russell, where we discuss either the Immortal Hulk series or the Sensational She-Hulk series. And we also have a Patreon, so do check that out. And over on Predator and Prey, we are joined by the aforementioned High Priest of Khonshu, Ray and Sparky, to discuss some classic Dark Horse comics featuring Fox's Predator from the 90s. And speaking of the 90s, over on the Lost Library of Legends, my solo podcast dedicated to the lost and obscure comic book gems of the last few decades, I will be doing a multiple part retrospective on a 90s title from the Malibu Ultraverse.
Going back to the 90s here, bitch. I'm going to eat this up with a fork and spoon.
I've been waiting all year to do this special on the Malibu Ultraverse. I'm so
Nice.
excited. Yeah.
Ooh, hold on, let me grab a handful of this.
Will he stop podcasting anytime soon?
I don't think so.
Definitely not for the winter months. Let's put it that way. It's one of
Yeah.
the things that keeps me sane during the winter months.
Exactly.
Cobra! La 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 la. It's me, your old pal, the owl.
Oh my.
Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown.
There's something wrong with us kids. All right. Thank you for joining us again. Next week, Captain America 369, 370, and 371. And then in 2 weeks, Captain America 380, 381, and 382. And all about those serpents before
That's right.
you're going to see some of them in the new movie.
Yep.
All right, kids. Again, thank you for joining us. And remember, come back next time. Don't make us get our friend after you.